Welcome to the Dankest Dungeon. Today we're going to be doing a Commander game with this variety of universes beyond Commander picks. Let's go ahead and do the intros. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason, and today I'm going to be playing Optimus Prime. This was a deck suggested by one of our top tier patrons, Paul K. And my plan is going to be to put a bunch of +1/+1 counters and everything, and then swing wide for the win. Oh, and everything in my deck is an artifact, or a land, because robots.
Hey, it's Matt. I am here playing Terra Magical Adept / Esper Terra. We built this on stream a few days ago. Maybe Jason will link it somewhere. I don't know yet. Game plan is basically the same. I'm playing sort of a control deck with a combo finish if we get to that point, but the combo's kind of bad, so we'll see.
Hey, I'm Brent. I'm here playing Golbez from Final Fantasy. Hopefully I can surveil my way to a win, get some artifacts on the board, and maybe even reanimate some stuff.
Hello. Today we are playing Deadpool trading card. I don't know. If you want to know what the deck does, look at the card above. Matt and I built this on stream. But instead of playing all the good cards Matt suggested, I took all those out and put in cards like Crabomination. So we'll see what we do.
Hey everyone, let's go ahead and roll off for this game of Magic. I got an 8.
9.
Nah.
8.
Yeah, okay. I'll gladly go second, I suppose.
I can keep.
Yeah, this hand's garbage. Let's go.
I'm going to put this back.
Same. If any of you were playing green, this Exotic Orchard would be good, but it's not.
This hand's okay. I'll keep my second 7.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Start my turn. Marsh Flats. I will crack it. Go find Undercity Sewers. I'll surveil 1. Feed the swarm into the graveyard, and I will pass the turn.
Are you going to surveil, Corbin?
I could. I'll go surveil.
Why are you surveilling also, Jason?
Yeah.
Pressure's on
I
Matt.
play this Raucous Theater. I have a surveil trigger. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to draw and play an Elegant Parlor and also Rail. I'm going to put Miragonda Raceway into my graveyard. Go ahead.
I will draw for my first turn. Let's play Verdant Catacombs and pass the turn.
You are a chump.
I will draw for turn. I will play a Drowned Catacomb as my land for turn, and then I will get my commander out on turn 2. When an artifact I control enters, I surveil 1. At the beginning of my end step, if I control 4 or more artifacts, I return target creature from my graveyard to my hand. If I control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power, not to be mistaken for mana value. Pass.
I'm going to play this Quarry Mountain Monastery. It comes into play tapped because I am not in Jeskai colors, but it taps for a red, or I can pay 4 and tap it to exile the top card of my library. Until the end of my next turn, I may play that card. And then I'll play 1 and I'll play the Secret Layer. So no, I'm just kidding. It's Proxy. I'm playing the Soul Ring though. Okay, I'm done.
I'm going to untap and draw. I will play an Urza Saga. It will get its first counter, so I can tap it for a colorless mana. I'll pay 2 for a Felwar Stone, and then I will tap that Felwar Stone for an Ozolith. Go ahead.
End step, I'm gonna fetch. You ready?
We were ready last turn.
Savage Biome.
Beat them psychologically and then you'll beat them on board.
Sometimes you gotta, right? I'll go to my turn. I have a forest and a Wolf Willow Haven. Targeting my forest. When it's tapped for mana, it produces additional green. I can pay 5 and sacrifice it to create a green wolf during my turn. But I won't probably ever. Go ahead.
I will untap. We'll draw. I'll play Morphic Pool for my land for turn. And then I will play a Psy. Master Thopterist. Legendary creature. Whenever I cast an artifact spell, I create a 1/1 colorless artifact token with flying. And then I can pay 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card. And then Jason's not out of our life totals. You can take 1 commander damage.
Okay, we're all tied.
And then I will pass the turn.
I'm going to play this Mountain Doom. It does a lot of stuff. Most notably, it hurts me. I'm going to make her black. I will play 1, the Scorpion God. It is a 6/5 monster. I guess it's a god technically, that is its type. Anywho, when a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, I draw a card. And then I can pay 1 a black and a red to put a -1/-1 counter on another target creature. When he dies, return him to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. It does a lot of stuff. Pass turn.
I'm going to untap and draw. All right, Urza Saga will go to number 2. I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb. I'm just going to pay 2. The Reality Chip. It's an octopus computer chip Has no attack, has some defense. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Pretty sure it's a jellyfish.
I'm gonna pass the
This
turn.
is why he
Okay.
boxes you, Matt.
I'm gonna draw. Land for turn is Beseiju, who endures 3. I'm gonna cast my commander, Terra, Magical Adept. When Terra enters, mill 5 cards, put up to 1 enchantment milled this way into your hand. Pay 6, tap it, exile Terra, then return to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control as a sorcery. But for now, it's triggering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're looking for enchantments?
Sure am. That's 0 enchantments. I will pass the turn.
This jellyfish lets me look at the top card of my library.
Neat.
I'm gonna do that just so you all know. You can go ahead, but I'm looking.
I'm gonna untap, draw. I will play Swamp as land for turn. I will cast a Mox Opal. On cast, I will make a Thopter. Thopter enters first. I surveil 1. I'm gonna keep that on top. So enter, I'll surveil again. I'm gonna keep it on top. 3. Simulacrum Synthesizer.
What?
When it enters,
Simulacrum synthesizer?
When it enters, I scry 2. On cast, create another Thopter. That Thopter enters, I surveil, choosing to keep. This enters, I'm going to scry 2 first, then surveil, because I can choose the order of those triggers. Both on top, and then I will surveil, keeping it on top. For 1 mana, Phyrexian Dreadnought. Make a Thopter. Enters, surveil 1, keeping it on top. Dreadnought enters, surveil 1, keep it on top. Dreadnought will die, because I'm not going to sacrifice 12 or more power. End step, I control 5 artifacts. So I will return target creature to my hand, but not do anything else. Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Yo,
Pass turn version.
Brent takes 6.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll play this Bloodstained Mire. I shall pass the turn.
End of your turn. I'm gonna lose 2 life to Ancient Tomb. I'm gonna make a construct with Urza's Saga. Power and toughness is equal to the number of artifacts I control. It's currently 4. Go to my turn. I will play a Sea of Clouds for turn. Beginning my first main phase, this is gonna get its 3rd counter. I'm gonna float 1 colorless mana, and I'm gonna go get an artifact that costs 1 or less. I'm just gonna get a Soul Ring. I'm gonna go to combat. The colorless mana will go away. This 5/5 will swing at you, Matt.
Neat. I will take 5. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Before damage goes through, I'm going to pay 5. I'm going to flash in a Research Thief. He's a 3/3 flying. Whenever an artifact creature I control deals damage, I draw a card.
Neat.
I'll draw a card.
I will take 1 more, because he's larger now.
Yep, the construct will grow. I'm going to then go ahead and pay 2 for a Key to the Vault. It's an equipment. When the equipped creature deals damage, I get free stuff off my deck. Go ahead.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to put Fertile Ground on Savai Triumph. Whenever I tap it for mana, I can add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
We'll draw. My land for turn will be Prismatic Vista. 3/4. Cast a Mystic Forge.
Oh, sure.
Cast trigger. Create a Thopter. Thopter enters. Surveil 1. I'm going to keep it on top. Mystic Forge will enter. I'll keep it on top. But I also get to make Construct. When that Construct enters, I will surveil 1. Choose to keep it on top. Actually, you know, with that surveil trigger on the stack, I'm going to choose to fetch instead.
You should get the land before you shuffle.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm here for you.
I fetched up with Prismatic Vista and Island. Surveil trigger. I will put this wider grave in my grave. 1 mana, we will Phyrexian Dreadnought. On cast trigger, create a Thopter. Thopter will enter, I'll surveil 1. Put Polluted Delta in my graveyard. Phyrexian Dreadnought will resolve, surveil 1. 3 lands out of the way. Blood is in my graveyard. Its trigger will resolve. I'm not going to sacrifice 12 power with the creatures. 3 flying at Corbin.
Sure.
Going to end step.
Okay, I got responses.
Yep.
Crack this fetch. Sure. I'll take more damage, whatever. 3 mana. I'll activate the Scorpion God and blow up one of your Thopters. Trigger the Scorpion God. I shall draw exactly 1 card. Who's alive? Do it again. All right, do what you're doing.
All right, I am at artifact count 7. So I get to return this creature to my hand.
Can't believe you deprived me of that experience.
What experience?
Taking 12 damage?
Oh, that's fine. We're gonna overload this Vandal Blast.
Well.
Yeah.
All right, game 2.
Matt take this 6. I'll pass.
I'll untap and draw. I'll play Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass the turn.
And tap and draw. I've done it. Land number 4. I'll go to 26 and fetch. I'm gonna grab this Hallowed Fountain and pay 2 more life. I will tap 5 mana. Cast this Over Pit of the Floodlords. It is a 5/3 flying, and when it enters or attacks, I draw 2 cards and discard a card. So I will draw 2 cards and discard a card. Get rid of Enlightened Tutor. I'm gonna punch Jason for 4.
Sure.
Face.
Does he be lipping off?
Go ahead.
Are you enjoying our content? Want to help support the show? Consider joining our Patreon for some dank benefits, including access to our full deck list, voting privileges for polls, shoutouts at the end of our videos, and more. Don't want to give us any money? We get it. Subscribing to the channel, liking our videos, and commenting down below also help as well, and are totally free. Thank you so much everyone for your support. Let's get back to the video.
Draw 4 mana. I'll play Encroaching Myconsis.
Sure.
Myconsis?
Mycosynth.
Yeah, whatever. Non-land permanents I control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true for permanent spells I control and non-land permanents that aren't on the battlefield. Cast trigger to make a Thopter, which will surveil 1. Ottawa in the graveyard. This will enter. I get another surveil trigger. Keep that one. We're gonna do this probably every turn until somebody does something about it. Cast Phyrexian, make a Thopter, surveil, gonna keep. Phyrexian enters, surveil. I'll choose to keep. It'll sack to itself. I will go to end step, bring it back, because I have artifact count 5.
Cool.
Pass.
I'll play a Polluted Delta, and I'll activate it. It will be a basic swamp. Yeah, sure. Brent, take this damage. 6. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm gonna cast Deadpool. Responses.
Nope.
Okay. Overlord of the Flood Pit.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards and discard a card.
What does he do?
As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box with another creature's. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 3 life and pay 3 and sacrifice this creature. Each other player draws a card. So Deadpool will give that text box to somebody else and he will take theirs. He now has Overlord of the Flood Pit's ability. I'm gonna discard Meteor Golem. Pay 2 to play a Rakdos Signet, and I will pass the turn to you.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna pay 2 mana. I'm gonna play a Talisman of Creativity. I'll pass the turn.
Neat. Upkeep, I lose 3.
Yes.
I will draw. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Sanctum Weaver. I'm gonna pay 3 and cast Wargate. X is 0. I'm going to go find Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. Tap it for a colorless, so I can pay 2 and tap it to choose a color and add an amount of mana equal to my devotion to that color to my mana pool. Pass. No, it's Jason for 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
down to 27.
I will untap. We'll draw 3. Cast Crucible of Worlds. Trigger, make a Thopter. Thopter will enter. I will surveil. I'll put Saw in half in the graveyard.
Oh, sure.
Crucible enter. I get to surveil again. Keep that on top. Play Polluted Delta from my graveyard for 1 mana. I'll cast Phyrexian Dreadnought, creating a Thopter. Thopter enter. I'll surveil 1. Let's get the fetch done first. Surveil on the stack. Sunken Hollow will enter. Surveil will resolve. Keep that on top. Surveil, keep on top. It's gonna go to die. End step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool, I'll kill one of your Thopters. That beanie-headed bully. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a card.
I will get to return Phyrexian Dreadnought to my hand.
I'm gonna untap, and I'm gonna draw. We'll play this mountain. I'm gonna play this Gilded Lotus. Taps for 3 mana of any one color. For me. Yay. I'm gonna play another 5-drop, because this is what we're on. Revel in Riches. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 10 or more treasures, you win the game. We out here trying to get paid. Go to combat. Scorpion God at Brent. Deadpool at Matt. Trigger. I will draw 2 cards.
Response.
Okay.
Deadly Relic, the
The
Scorpion
Scorpion
God.
God? I'm going to cast Tibalt's Trickery on that Deadly Relic.
Response.
Oh boy.
Force Negation, Pitch Mana Drain.
Oh, sure. All right. You got that. Okay, this dude's exiled.
Leyland Binding. I'm gonna hit your commander.
Sure. Can I resolve my draw card stuff now?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'll draw 2 cards.
I appreciate the assist.
Well, I didn't want that thing around either.
Yeah.
I'll discard this Sorcerer's Broom. I'll pass.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'll play an Ottawa, Soaring City, as my land for turn. 6 mana, losing 2 life to Ancient Tomb to play my commander, Optimus Prime, hero. He's a 4/8. At the beginning of each end step, I bolster 1. When Optimus Prime dies, I return him to the battlefield converted.
Octopus Prime.
Yeah.
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 Because of the jellyfish earlier.
Mhm.
It's an octopus, yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
I'll go to my turn. Upkeep, I get to lose 3. Thank you, Corbin.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait. End step, I'm gonna bolster.
You've done it.
Bam.
Draw for turn, land for turn, Arid Mesa. That's neat. For 2 mana, I'm going to activate Nykthos, naming green, getting 1, 2, 3, 4 green mana. Then red and, let's say, another red. Activate Terra.
Scary.
Scary.
Probably.
Yeah, I have no responses.
On the backside is a 6/6 flyer. Chapter 1 of the saga. Create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary enchantment you control. It gains haste. If it's a saga, put up to 3 lore counters on it. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. I'm going to copy Overlord of the Flood Pits.
He's writing a novel.
I don't know if you've seen card names these days, but yes.
Wow.
I'm going to draw 2 and discard a card. I will discard this Overgrown Tomb. Go to combat. 10 at Corbin.
Sure.
Trigger.
20.
I will draw 2 and discard.
Neat.
I'm going to discard Tolarian Contempt, which is a neat card that I was looking forward to playing, but it's fine. Anyway, take 10.
Okay, cool.
Second main, I will tap this to add 7 black mana. I can use 3 of it to sacrifice Overlord of the Flood Pits. You
Okay.
each get to draw
Yeah,
a card.
everybody draws a card, and trigger Revel in Riches. I will get 1 treasure token.
I'm going to use 2 more to cast Animate Dead. When it enters, I can get a creature from a graveyard into play under my control. I'm going to choose Overlord of the Flood Pits. There it is. It does have -1/-0, so it's only a 4/3 now, but I do get to draw and discard. So I'm going to discard Extravagant Replication. I'm going to fetch 15.
Okay.
Doomwake Giant.
Oh, okay.
When Doomwake Giant or another enchantment enters under my control, creatures your opponent's control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Trigger.
I
Yeah,
get 3 more treasures.
you sure do. That's it for me.
All right. Land for turn will be this Polluted Delta. I will fetch it right away. 1, 2, 3. Disinformation Campaign. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card, and each opponent discards a card. Then whenever you surveil, return Disinformation Campaign to its owner's hand.
Yup.
ETB. I will have the Disinformation Campaign resolve first, and then the surveil.
So we discard a card?
Yep.
Discard Teamer Ascendancy.
Mana Confluence.
Portal to Phyrexia.
Surveil 1, I will keep that on top. Oh yeah, I get a Thopter too. And then this entering, because it's an artifact thanks to this. And the Surveil trigger, I will return Disinformation Campaign to my hand. Let's do the Time Warp again. Creating an Thopter. Drawing.
Okay, I'll discard this Pitiless Splendor.
Mesmerizing Disc.
City of Brass.
Before I drew this card would be the first Surveil off the Thopter. Now I'm going to Surveil off this one. Surveil an Arcane Signet to the graveyard. Using the Surveil, I will return Disinformation Campaign
It's protected
my hand.
from our removal spells.
It's a
What will we do?
it's a dashed Ragavan.
Yeah, like, what is this sorcery?
You mean this enchantment?
In the same way I end every turn, Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Sure.
Surveil twice. We'll keep that up top. Phyrexian Dreadnought will sacrifice. I will go to end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As per usual, not 8. Return Phyrexian Dreadnought to my hand.
Poor man.
It's the only reason we're still alive.
Pass turn.
I should have a treasure off of that Phyrexian Dreadnought. Alright, cool.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Deadpool. Trading card. It is your commander.
Got it.
Land for turn is gonna be Haunted Ridge. 5 mana. I'm gonna play Dawn of the Dead. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. At the beginning of your upkeep as well, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to play. That creature gains haste until end of turn. Remove it from the game. I'm going to Feed the Swarm, targeting your commander.
Mine?
Yeah.
Sure.
I will lose 3 life. Trigger Revel in Riches. Ooh, trigger my commander. Oh, I will keep that on top. I'm gonna Swamp Cycle this Marlboro. Trigger my commander. At the end step, I'm gonna get Marlboro back to my hand, and you all will lose 4.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'll pay 5 for Karn, Legacy Reforged. Its power and toughness are equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts I control, so it's gonna be a 6/6 currently. At the beginning of my upkeep, I add 1 colorless for each artifact I control to cast on artifacts. Go to combat, Corbin.
Okay,
It's a 5/9. I'll go to my end step. I'm gonna bolster. Karn will get bigger.
nice.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go to my turn. Let's do a combat. I'm gonna send 5 flying Corbin's way.
Sure.
4 flying, sorry. Trigger on attack. I will draw 2 and discard. I'm gonna discard Watery Grave. Second main, I'm gonna tap this for 2. I'm gonna cast 3 visits to go find a forest and put it into play. You guys, guess what? It's a Surveil land.
Oh boy, we did it.
We did it. Going to mill this command tower. I can tap Sanctum Weaver for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white. I'm gonna use 6 of it for Exclusion Ritual.
Nice.
When Exclusion Ritual enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent. Players can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card. I will target Revel in Riches,
Sure.
because I have the fear in me. Trigger Doomwake Giant, everything gets a little smaller for a little bit. Estrid's Invocation. As Estrid's Invocation enters the battlefield, as a copy of any enchantment, except it gains at the beginning of your upkeep, you can exile this enchantment if you do return to the battlefield under its owner's control. Estrid's Invocation is going to copy Animate Dead. Trigger Doomwake Giant, nothing dies, it doesn't matter. I'm going to grab that Meteor Golem.
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. I'm going to vote Gilded Lotus. I've made some number of decisions and I will pass the turn.
Untap and I will lose 3 life. Play the Polluted Delta for turn. Fetch it. 3 mana. Phyrexian Metamorph. Cast trigger. Create a Thopter. I will have it enter as a copy of Golbez.
Neat.
Is it different named or no?
No.
Okay, that's actually fine by me. That way I'm not losing 3 life every turn. So surveil 1. Another land. Mox Amber. Creating a Thopter. Surveilling 1 off the Thopter. Next search my graveyard. Disinformation campaign. It'll enter. Draw. You guys will discard. But first I make a Thopter, which will let me surveil. I'll keep it on top. The surveil, return it to my hand. 1 mana for a Phyrexian Dreadnought. Make a Thopter. Surveil 1. Phyrexian Dreadnought will enter. Surveil 1.
I'll respond. I will exile the top card. What is that? Oh, Deadly Dispute. Okay.
Phyrexian Dreadnought will go to my graveyard. I will cast this Wishclaw Talisman, making a 3rd Thopter. Go to end step. Artifact count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will target Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Yep.
We all lose 12. Ward and I are out of here.
And I will pass the turn.
Let's untap and see what's on top. I'll get 3 mana that can be spent on artifacts.
Neat.
Play Mindless Automaton. It's going to enter the battlefield with 2 counters on it. I'm going to remove 2 counters from it to draw a card. Nice. We're going to play Exotic Orchard. I'll swing on you.
Lock with 2 Thopters.
Cool. Pay 6 for a duplicate. We will exile Psy.
Yeah.
I'll lose 2 life to Ancient Tomb and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Yeah. I'll cast Dreadnought. It'll go to the graveyard. I do not get a Thopter. I do get a Surveil though. I'll keep that on top. And then I will choose to go to end step.
Yeah, I'll take 12.
Okay.
Sounds good. Glad you got to do it in the end. And despite getting his board wrecked by a Vandal Blast, Brent is able to make a comeback and eventually kill us all with that Phyrexian Dreadnought that he just kept casting every damn turn. Great job, Brent. Hope y'all enjoyed that. See you around. Thank you, patrons, especially Jacob M, Paul K, Jared R, Matt Hatter Mage CJ, Jared N, and Kaylin. And thank you to the rest of our patrons as well.